Hey guys, welcome back to ZIKKIE'S World. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are having a very beautiful and a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's a beautiful day today. To all my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to ZIKKIE'S World. And to all the people that joined me, thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, I want you to subscribe. In this my channel, I do cooking, I do DIY, I organize my home, I clean, I do baby food. I sit down also and talk. This is one of the new things I realize about myself. There are a lot of things to talk about. Today I'm gonna be doing a requested video from a lot of people asking me how I brought African food to America. Yeah, today I'm gonna be I'm gonna be telling you guys why you need to be getting your food from Africa. And from Africa, from Nigeria precisely. So yeah, if you live in diaspora, you want to get your food from where you are coming from, I want you to watch this video and see why you need to get your food from Africa. So you guys, let's sit down and dig into this video. And yeah, if you like this video, at the end, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel to be a part of my family. So let's get into this video immediately. Living in America or living abroad, sometimes it's difficult for you to get organic, fresh food from your home. When I mean that, getting organic food, like for me, coming from Nigeria, living in United States of America, getting organic food, getting Nigerian food, vegetables, most especially those ones are very, very difficult. In fact, I cannot even imagine getting fresh vegetables, except if you have garden. Like me, I have bitter leaf garden, but it's not that big. Sometimes I pluck it, they will not survive. Sometimes I pluck it, they will survive. So living in diaspora, getting your own organic or your local food sometimes is difficult. So when I came over to this country, I came with some Nigerian food stuff. You gotta go. So immediately I came here, we started from that, the one that I came with. So after eating that, I was enjoying Nigerian food till at a point the thing got finished. And that is when I realized that I have finally come to America, because those ones you cannot see it because they are really, most of them are fresh. So I went to the African store. It started with there I want to make oha soup. I still have some oha that I came from Nigeria with. So I started looking for cocoyam. I went to I didn't know that they have fresh cocoyam here. So I went to African store to buy grounded cocoyam. So I bought the cocoyam, I came back home, I made this oha soup. So first time eating cocoyam that I got from the store. So I make that oha soup and so excited I'm gonna be eating oha. At the end of the day, my brothers and sisters, we did not eat that food. I was wondering within myself what went wrong. Or does it mean that I don't know how to cook, or the ingredient I used to cook the food didn't blend? So I didn't know why the food didn't go well. Like the food was bitter, the taste, in fact, I did not like it. We did not eat that food that day. So at a point, the same thing happened again. So I went to African store to buy something. So I pick up the cocoyam, the one I have in the house. I saw it in African store. I said to myself, let me go through the ingredients and see exactly what they used to make this cocoyam flour. So I pick up the box, I look at the ingredient section, I saw cocoyam, and I also saw cassava. So what it means is that they use cocoyam and cassava mixed together to be able to produce what? Cocoyam flour for us. And sometimes this is what it is, because they are trying to maximize profit. That's number one. So number two is I went to the store, I ran out of egusi. So I went to African store to buy egusi. So I bought blended egusi. I came back home, I used it to make egusi soup. I realized that it is again bitter. I asked myself, oh, meaning because I know that so at the end of the day, I realized that somebody was telling me that they usually mix something with that egusi. They will take like half cup of egusi and mix with half cup of white substance, which I don't really know, and you will cook. At the end of the day, the taste will be quite different from the regular egusi that we bought. So I don't want to go into details of all those things that happen. So one day I wanted to buy vegetable and a lot of food stuff from Nigeria. So I called my mother-in-law. Then my mother-in-law, she's still in Nigeria. So I told her, hey, Mama, I need a obono, because especially from Nsukka, they get original obono. I need obono and dope, these two things from Nsukka. So one day, and my mother-in-law, I sent money to her in Nigeria. She bought a lot of things, egusi, obono, crayfish, and dope, these 4 things. So I told a friend of mine that was traveling to Nigeria, hey, I want you to bring something for me if you're coming back from Nigeria. For the luggage, I'm gonna pay for the extra luggage, so let me know what it costs. The whole story got short. At the end of the day, the sister didn't meet up to collect or to pick up the food stuff from my mother-in-law from a P Junction, because they miss each other. I was so angry because my mother-in-law, she did a lot of preparation, getting things done to be able to get that, blending egusi, blending obono, blending crayfish and okpei, put all of them together in a bag to bring to us, and it didn't happen. I said to myself, I am done with disturbing people to bring something for me. So at a point, I figured it out myself. I wanted to get something from Africa. I wanted to get something from Nigeria. Now somebody will be like, why, or the reason behind me trying to buy something from Nigeria. Like I said earlier, I've had a lot of bad experiences getting things from African store, and it is not the first, it is not the second, it is not the third, and it is not the same African store that I used to go, because each experience I will end up going to another African store to see if I will experience the same thing. And at the end of the day, if it means I get a different experience from different store, and it is not pretty good. And the third experience that I had is that there's a day the woman told me that they used to add some white substance in egusi in African store. So she said, go and buy whole egusi, use your hand and blend it. My sister, I think that is the only solution to the other problem that I have. I went to African store, I buy egusi that is not blended. You guys, half of the egusi or 3/4 of the egusi is not good, and quarter is good. And for me to pick out those ones that are not good, at the end of the day, I will end up with a handful of egusi, and that is not what I want. And the sad part of it is that most times I will see what is it called, rats, the physics of rats. So that you understand what I mean. Sometimes I will see inside the egusi. I will feel like, what is this? How can I eat this? You end up trashing a lot of things. You end up destroying a lot of things that you bought with a whole amount of money. Like, some of them is like $10. Small egusi that you buy, $10. It will not be even enough. At the end of the day, you end up picking out 3/4 of the egusi that you bought. So I said to myself, I'm done. I'm done with all these things. So I said that I'm done with all these things. I need to figure out how to get fresh, not really fresh, but something that will not hurt me, something that is time to take care of and prepare. So one day I called my mom. I told her, hey mommy, I want to bring something from Nigeria. I know that you're going to help me. I know it's gonna be a kind of huge task for you, because it's gonna be a lot. She said, okay, no problem, send me some money so that we'll start buying things and start drying them. So now this is where everything began. I sent my mom 50,000 naira and told her to, if list, I gave my mother, if you see the list, she was like, all these things is big, are you sure we're going to get all these things? I said, okay, get the ones that 50,000 can be able to get. So, but fortunately for me, my mom was able to get virtually everything except palm oil. Palm oil is the only thing that is not in the box that my mom sent to me. So my mother went to the store. I list all the things that I want her to buy for me, starting from egusi, obono, crayfish, name it, like every single thing is there. Now she took her time and got a lot of vegetables, ogo, otaze, nchwanwu, okaze, uziza, all of them fresh, bitter leaf, water leaf, and oha and ogo. Every vegetable, my mom got all of them and started drying it. So she took her time and dried it. And if you want to get something when it is rainy season, your family can as well dry it inside the room using fan to dry every of those vegetables so that they can be able to send it to you. So my mom started drying everything. She dried all the vegetables, and now the packaging section. They wrap it they wrap with foam, they wrap with salt tape, wrap everything very, very neat. Now, sending it to America. How do you send something from home to wherever you are. So they went to the post office. So they now open it again and started checking. They will first of all make sure that everything you declared is exactly what is inside that box. So they took their own time to recheck or revisit what is inside the box to make sure that everything you declare is what is in there. Then at the end of the day, they started weighing it. This is where another issue is. So they weigh everything that is inside that box. They weigh everything to be able to determine how much a kg is. So now, one sad truth that is in this is that the money you are going to use to send something to where you live is way expensive to compare the money you're going to use to buy it. For me, I'm going to be honest with you, I use 50,000 naira to buy all those things. But at the end of the day, at the other hand, I use what? I use 102,000 or 101,000 to send it to America. So this is roughly 152,000 naira to buy and ship to where I live. And when you change 152,000 naira to USD, it's about $390. I think I'm right. I'm gonna be, just check it by yourself wherever you live. Check it based on the currency there. So 150 something thousand naira to 390 something USD. So now I know somebody will be like, that's too much. Yes, it's not that too much. Now the question is, how long is those food stuff going to last for you? That is the question. Before you start sending money, bringing to where you live, you're gonna be able to know how long those food stuff is going to last for you before you spend that kind of money. And also, for you to do this, you have to compare the amount of money you spend in African store to be able to know whether you're going to do that or not. So going to African store, most times, any single day I go to African store, I will spend at least $120 every single time I go to African store, because things are expensive. I always want to make sure that I get things that will stay for me at least 2 months before I go back there again. So yeah, I spend almost between $120 and $150 every single time I go to African store, and it's about 2 months later. So because my family, we depend on Nigerian food. We don't eat like we don't depend on restaurant or eating a whole American food. We eat our Nigerian food. My children love swallow. My children love soup. So, and we are 6 in our family. 6 of us love swallow, fufu, soup, and all that. So we get everything, and we make sure that we stock up our house with Nigerian or African food. So now back to the other place I'm telling you guys, bringing stuff to America or where you are. So they will weigh it and tell you how much. So it might differ. Depending on what you're bringing, the weight will determine how much they're going to charge you. If you bring something that is about 20 kg, they're going to charge you based on that. If you're bringing about 100 kg, they're going to charge you. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that since I spent 102,000 naira to bring it to America, you're going to spend that. So it's going to be based on weight. And another thing about bringing something from Africa to where you are is that they will send it to your home. That is one good thing I love about this Korea or bringing things from Nigeria. So the day they send it, I was able to get the tracking number and be tracking it from Nigeria to New York, from New York to California. So the day they are going to deliver it, I already know. Even if there is a delay, they will tell you there is a delay, and it is going to come to your doorstep. You don't have to go to the post office to pick it up. You don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. Just send it, and then after the long process of coming from Nigeria to where I live, the first one is a month and 2 weeks. Then the second one is a month and just a month. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because the first one came in a month and 2 weeks. The second one came in just a month. So yeah, that is it. So bringing things from Africa, for me, is better for me to bring something from Nigeria to America, because the egusi they are blending, I already know the process. The obono, the ogiri, everything they are bringing for me, I already know where it is coming from. They are not doing it for business purposes, because these people that are doing business, they don't care if they are bringing original obono. That is for me. They don't care if they are bringing original obono or egusi. What they know is that they are doing business. And secondly, I've had this experience of buying obono from African store. At the end of the day, let me tell you a little bit story. I bought obono from an African store one day. So I came back home and I with the joy that I'm going to be making ogbono with okpei. So at the end of the day, I cook this ogbono, add the ogbono inside the pot of soup. Ogbono end up becoming a banga soup. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with that soup because I want to have this texture of ogbono, but I couldn't see that. For me, I've had series of experience of the good, the bad, the ugly, most especially the ugly and the bad. Imagine you seeing in okay, inside the egusi you want to use to cook. Imagine you, having cocoyam and cassava as a thickener in your ofede or in your oha or in your onubu soup, But I later figured out that you can always buy your cocoyam in any Mexican store around you, depending on where you live. Like now, I wouldn't tell my mom to bring me cocoyam powder because I can always go to Asian store or I can go to Mexican store to get fresh cocoyam, cook and pound it myself. So yeah, you guys, this is my experience. This is why I want to be bringing the food that I eat from Nigeria to America. For me, it is better for me to do that because of the experiences that I have. So for the people that I requested for this video, I'm so glad that I'm doing this video. This is how you can do what? Bring your food stuff from Nigeria to wherever you are, or from Africa to wherever you are, because we all know we want to have that, our fresh food from home. So this is how it is. Call your parents or call your siblings, send them money and they buy the food for you. As for vegetable, they are going to dry it for you under the sun or using the fan to dry it for you. So it's all about the experience and the cost as well. Like I said, every month, okay, let me say in 3 months, I spend about $360 to buy Nigerian food from African store, depending on how fast we are able to consume that in a month. I can't really say, but for the food that I brought from Nigeria, the food lasts for 6 good months. Like, depending on how we eat it. Not even depending, like, I got egusi, ogbono, stockfish, dry fish, crayfish, maggi, every single thing from Nigeria. And it lasts for me for 6 good months, costing me $390. So, check it. It depends. Do the math for yourself. If you think that it's easy for you to bring from Africa to your home, then go for it. But if you're comfortable with buying from African store, then go for it. But for me, I want to be getting from Nigeria. One is cheaper. Like now, the one that I have is already going off. I'm going to be ordering again from my mom in Nigeria. They will start the process of drying, buying, storing and everything. Before you know it, it will get to me. So I prefer getting it from Nigeria. So you guys, so to every one of you that requested this video, I am so glad that I was able to make this video for you. So you guys, thank you so much. If you have any other question, let me know in the comment section. So have you ordered anything from Nigeria? Like, okay, let me ask you this question. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you get your African food or Nigerian food? Do you go to African store? Do you order from Nigeria and it gets to you? Or do you go to African store or African market to buy things? I have my brother-in-law that lives in London. They always tell me that they get fresh or not even dried, fresh or have fresh ugu, fresh this, fresh that, fresh and charm, because from Nigeria to UK is I think it's about 6 hours flight. But from Nigeria to America, depending on where you're going, if you're going to East Coast or West Coast, but from Nigeria to where I live in California is about 18 to 19 hours flight. Yeah, that is it. So it's difficult for you to get fresh from Nigeria to California, but you can get fresh from Nigeria to UK. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm so glad that I made this video for you. And yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much, and have a beautiful week out there. Enjoy yourself, stay safe. If you guys are still in lockdown, make sure you wear your mask, make sure you wash your hand, make sure you sanitize a lot of things for the safety of you and your family. Okay, let's keep praying and asking God for healing of our land and mercy. Yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Have a beautiful week out there. Bye.